Hi guys! Today I am doing an update, a life update. It has been 1 year since my ex-husband told me that he wanted a divorce. And if you guys have seen my other videos that I put out about my divorce, I was not always this happy. It was tough. And there's a lot that I want to say, but first I want to answer your questions. I put out a social media question for you guys of what questions you wanted me to answer, so that's what I'm doing today. So I will do my best to answer all of your questions. I don't want this video to be too crazy long, but I will get started. This question is from Nikki. I've had a similar situation with my ex and it was devastating for me. My question is, have you two spoken since the divorce? And if so, has he finally let you in on why he wanted a divorce? Also, how are you doing since all of this? How are you coping? Thank you for being transparent and helping so many people. God bless. Thank you so much, Nikki, and hang in there. It's not easy. It honestly blows my mind that since I decided to make my divorce public and be vulnerable through this whole thing, there are so many of you that are going through the same thing. And I love that we have bonded and we are supporting each other. And it's just amazing what positivity can do when we are struggling with anything in life. So my ex-husband and I have not had any contact since the divorce. In my last life update, I told you guys that on our actual divorce day, he didn't even look me in the eye. We didn't say anything to each other. He didn't say anything to my stepmom. There was zero communication other than to the judge, and that's it. So nope, there has been no contact or no reason for why it happened. Honestly, it does not matter. It completely doesn't matter. My whole view on this painful situation that happened a year ago is I trust in life. I trust in things that happen in life, whether they're good or bad, they're guiding us. So when this first happened, I fell apart, of course. Like, I was completely shocked. I was blindsided. It was like, I didn't understand why this was happening. Everything seemed fine in every sense of the word. We were still intimate, we were still having sex, we were still talking, we were still doing everything. We were looking to buy a new house, and this was him that was initiating this. He was looking to buy a new house and he was looking to start a new practice so that we could move to Connecticut to be closer to my family without me even saying anything. He put this into motion himself. But I realize now that it was just words and he was falling out of love with me or not in love with me. But what he was showing me was there was no way that I could have known that things were falling apart. And your other question, how am I coping? I'm doing amazing. I'm not saying that this whole journey has been completely easy for me. No, it's definitely been hard. I'm human. I grieved, and there were times that it would just pop back up and I would be like, I can't believe that after I thought I met my soulmate that he just walked out. It's okay. Like, if you trust what happens and you believe that it's pushing you in another direction for a reason and that something better is coming and you're supposed to do more with your life, that's when you can let go of the pain and you can forgive and you can move forward. And that's what I've done. This next question is from Darren and Ad Todd. I admire you so much. You're so strong and always have a positive attitude. Did you ever find out the real reason why just out of the blue he asked for a divorce? Nope, no idea. He did tell me that a couple of things that he was unhappy. There were little things like, as I'd mentioned before, you don't take the garbage out type of thing. I have to go get the mail. Little things like that where I knew that was just like a cop out for whatever true reason that he wanted a divorce. He said he was falling out of love with me. He said it was his karmic debt, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said that he's only allowed to be with people for a certain amount of time because it's his karmic debt. So no, I never found out, and I don't know, and I'll never know. And I feel like if you're going through a breakup like this and you have no idea and you're trying everything to make it work and you're asking if they want to make it work and they say no, there's nothing you can do except for take care of yourself and move forward. This is from Dominic. Dear Lisa, have you ever had the darkest suicidal thoughts after the first or second divorce? Have you lost yourself in despair, or did that make you stronger? It looks like you are doing wonderful, but there is always something inside of you secretly hidden that only you know and feel that everybody is unaware of. Cannot see it or understand. A question from a fan in Poland. Thank you, Dominic. I have never had suicidal feelings because of my divorces. I have been married twice. The first time I was with him for 13 years. And my second divorce, we were together for 3.5 years. My first divorce was mutual. We just grew apart. And my second divorce, like I said, was him out of the blue saying, peace out, see you later, I'm not in love with you anymore. And I had no idea. So I have never had suicidal thoughts because of this. I always believed that it was happening for a reason. Like everything in my life, even the really hard stuff, like when I lost my dad or going through these divorces were super hard. Going through my surgeries, anything that happens in my life, I'm not saying that I don't feel it and grieve and be sad and fall apart. Of course I do. I'm human. You have to feel those emotions. But because I believe that, I don't get that feeling of hopelessness, and I know that things are going to get better. This is from Debbie. Has he ever explained why? Do you ever wonder if he's happy and how he's making out? I had something similar to you happen to me. The first 2 years, I wondered if my ex was ever sorry that he did it. I got past that, and now I'm happier than ever. You should always take care of you. Debbie, I completely agree with you. No, he never explained anything past what I just told you guys, and I hope he's happy. I truly do hope he's happy. I don't really waste my brain, my thoughts, like thinking about if he's happy or not, but I don't wish anything bad on him at all. I truly believe that we were together for a certain reason, and I can see that now. He was there through a major life-threatening surgery that I had. He was there through my grandkids being born. He was there through my dad passing away. And when I say he was there, he was truly there. He was supportive and he was wonderful. Whether he was pretending and faking that, I have no idea. All I can say is while he was there for me and while we were married, he was a great husband. He truly helped me through those things. And when I saw him completely flip a switch at the end and just want a divorce out of the blue after we were so connected, I knew that that would not have happened unless it was supposed to happen. Like, I look at the bigger picture, like spiritually, that it's kind of like he was sent here to help me through all of those things, and we had an amazing connection in every sense of the word. And then he was supposed to leave my life. Did I ever think that the person who I thought was my forever soulmate was going to leave my life? Of course not. But I had to believe in what happened and trust it. And that's what helped me grow and move forward and heal. And I completely agree that we have to take care of ourselves, whether we're in a relationship or just ending a relationship or any place that we are in our life, whether we have kids or anything that's happening. We have to take care of us first, or we're no good for anyone. This is from Elizabeth Ann. How do you stay positive during the heartache? Same thing, believing that the heartache happened for a reason. It's almost like every time something hard happens in my life or painful, I'm like, okay, feel it, grieve, get it out, be human. Don't just ignore it, but feel what you need to feel. But always, always, always in my mind, I'm like, okay, what is this trying to teach me? What am I supposed to learn from this? What do I need to change within myself and within my life to move forward? That is how I get through everything in life, and that's how I stay so positive, is just training my brain to always see the best in everything. And yes, I do fall apart. I do feel depressed at times. I do feel anxiety at times. I'm not like perfect. I'm not just looking at these hard things in life like, oh, it's nothing. And when I'm here talking to you guys and you're seeing that I'm just talking, oh yeah, I got through it. I struggle through things just like everyone else, but I never, never give up. And I always look at the positive. And if there's like a day that I need to just fall apart and put the covers over my head and stay there all day, I will. And that's okay. It's like you kind of need to refuel and recharge and just be. And then you can be like, okay, the next day or the next hour or however long you have to fall apart, you can pull it together and just keep moving forward. This is from Judy. Lisa, would you have fear of going into a long-term relationship or even marriage again? I also need to say how you helped yourself going through all this is amazing, plus your thinking process. Yes, you hurt, but you became an even stronger person. And I think you have helped those going through the same thing. Have a lovely week, Judy. Thank you so much, Judy. Do I have fear of a new relationship? No, I don't have fear, but I am definitely cautious. Like, I can definitely sense it's just like intuition, I think. And it doesn't mean that if I go out with someone that they're a bad person, if I don't see a future with them. I just so deeply can feel if it's like that deep connection very quickly. And just by a normal conversation, I'm always myself. I just put it out there, and even if someone looks at me like you're a weirdo, that's okay, because that just means that we don't mesh, and not everyone is gonna get everyone. Not everyone is gonna like everyone. But even if I really like someone that I meet, it doesn't mean that I can see a future with that person. It's just the energy. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just a chemistry and an energy, and I'm not afraid, I'm just cautious. This is from Ruth. Was he a cheater? What were the signs you may have overlooked? Was he a cheater? I don't know. I can't say either way. I did not like literally catch him in bed with someone. All I know is that before we even officially got divorced, he was already in a full-blown Facebook public relationship, and I found this out through you guys. It's not like I was like following up what's going on with him. So yeah, he got right into a relationship. I have no idea if they were talking or getting to know each other or how far that relationship went before he told me he wanted a divorce, but honestly, it does not matter. It doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with me now. And trying to figure it all out, really, what good is that going to do? It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with me right now. Going over and over those kind of things in your mind is what will drive you crazy and make you miserable. So I just, whatever. I'm not going to define him as a cheater or not. I don't know. As far as signs that I may have overlooked, there was nothing. Like I said, he went out of his way to make me feel secure and loved and think that everything was perfect. I'm very intuitive when it comes to things like that, and he didn't show me 1 ounce of anything, let alone say, oh, I'm not happy in our marriage. Like, nothing came out even remotely close to that in his actions or his words or anything. It was definitely really good acting, and I didn't feel like it was an act. But now that I know that he was falling out of love with me, first he said for 3 months, then he said for 6 months, so who knows. But even if it was, say, 3 months, those last 3 months, he did a really good job pretending. And if someone is that good at pretending, My thought process doesn't even work like that, so I wouldn't even begin to try to figure out what was going on inside his brain. This is from Rosemary. Lisa, you look fabulous. That hair color is everything with your skin tone. Aw, thank you. All right, we'll take a break and talk about the hair. Yeah, I actually just colored it again, so it's darker again. This is the second time. And this was a complete accident, but I'm going with it, just like I go with everything else that happens in my life. And yeah, I'm gonna lighten it up and do some highlights, but that's not what this video is about, but thank you for the compliment. I wondered how the ex acted during the days just before he told you. I think there was something truly wrong with him. You are one hella gorgeous lady, inside and out. I'll be watching. Hugs and kisses. Thank you so much, Rosemary. Like I just said, there was zero signs, none. We had our normal issues just like everyone else. If we got in an argument, we could always talk through it. It was never an issue. In a marriage, no matter what you go through, going through an argument, a disagreement, whatever, it does not matter. Yes, we argued. Yes, we had our normal issues like everyone else, but never was there anything that made me think that our marriage was over and that we couldn't get through anything that happened. This is from Lucia. I always struggle to let go. I'm still mad at my ex that left me 10 years ago, although no feelings. I guess it is a self-defense mechanism, so I wonder, do you think we just forgive the other or just be mad at them forever like I do? Wish I didn't. And if so, how? Lucia, that makes me so sad. Holding on to anger, this is my favorite quote about forgiveness. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You're only hurting yourself. It's poison. It's poisonous to hold on to pain and anger. You're only hurting yourself. I think the easiest way to forgive is just to realize that you're only going to hurt yourself, and to train your brain to stop thinking about the whole, like, nothing you can change. Don't try to change what you have no control over. It took me a long time to figure out how to do this, and for me it was reading tons of self-help books, which I'll link them down below, all my favorites, and listening to videos and podcasts and anything that's positive. One of my favorites is Joel Osteen. I am not religious, I'm very spiritual, but it doesn't matter. He is a minister, I think, but he's incredible. He's amazing. Everything he says is just my whole view on life. Even if you're not religious, I totally recommend listening to him. Just take out of it what he tells you, and it's incredible. I actually this morning listened to him for about 3 hours while I was doing stuff around the house, and it just makes my brain feel so much better and positive, and sometimes you need that. People are not happy and forgiving and just positive if they're not working on it. You have to work on getting your brain to stay positive and looking at the positive out of everything negative that's happening in your life. It doesn't mean that you don't feel sad. It doesn't mean that you don't suffer. It doesn't mean that you don't cry. Of course you do. But like now I can quickly get out of that and things don't bother me like they used to. Like, it doesn't matter what people say or do to me, and I feel still happy and good inside. It can be done, you guys. I have done it. You just keep working on it every single day. It's like not just a quick thing that happens in your brain. If you're like, oh, I'm just not like you, or I don't think like that. I used to not think the way that I did, and it took like reading books, like I was going to school full time, like training my brain to think positive. And now I don't need to like read a book to get my brain to go positive. I love to, like I said, listen to podcasts and positivity and be around positive people, and that keeps my brain positive. This is from Paula. You look absolutely beautiful, Lisa. Thank you. Are you dating? Has your ex contacted you since the divorce to explain what happened or apologize? I admire your strength. First, yes, I am dating. I have met a lot of amazing guys. Like I said, there has been nothing that I feel like I've met my forever soulmate. Dating versus getting into a full-blown relationship is completely different. I think it's healthy to go out and date if you're feeling mentally ready for it, if you're feeling not still that grieving sadness. For me, I'm kind of an introvert, like a big part of me is an introvert, so I have to force myself to get out there because I'm most comfortable like in my own little bubble and being introspective with my life, and I'm very creative, and that's just my personality. So getting out is something that I have to force myself to do and remind myself to do. And I do love meeting new people. I love being social, but I do need that time for myself. So dating has definitely been a lot of fun. I've met some people online dating, some really great guys. I've met some people just being out, like doing my normal stuff. And I feel like if you mentally feel ready, go for it. Go out and do it. Just like you've got to get back out there sometime. So I feel like I've never been more ready. I feel like I'm so at peace with my life and I'm so happy with my life, and I'm definitely open to meeting that person that I truly connect with, and I'm not afraid. I know that when I meet that person that I'm just gonna know, I'm gonna feel it inside, and it's just going to be magical. And like I said before, no, he has not contacted me or tried to explain anything or apologize, and it does not matter. I truly feel that the best thing to do is to have zero contact, to break off all contact. If you don't have kids and you don't need to have any contact with that person, I believe that is the smartest thing to do. Keep your brain away from thinking about that person. Who cares what they're doing? Who cares? Like, how is that going to help you? Let them live their life. Let them do their thing. Don't wish that things will fall apart for them, or that, oh, karma or things will get back. You know what? Whatever is supposed to happen with them and their relationships will happen, and it does not matter. Just concentrate on yourself and your own life and making your own self better and making your life happy. This is from Jane. I've been wondering if you have heard from him and if he ever explained why he pulled the rug out from under you so abruptly. I had a similar experience once, never saw it coming. I read a really good book afterwards called Looking Good is Your Best Revenge, and you look fabulous. Wasn't he close to your family, and do they ever hear from him? Thank you so much, Jane. I will have to check out that book. As far as my family, this is the part that makes me the most sad. I've had some comments of you guys like, why do you keep referring to your kids as your kids and not like our kids? Because they are my kids. My children are grown. They're 33, 30, and 28 years old with their own families and their own children, and they don't live at home anymore. And they only knew my ex-husband for the 3.5 years that we were together. But during that time, they were really close and they did have a really strong bond, and my children loved him. And the saddest part is that when he told me that he didn't want to be married to me anymore and he wanted a divorce, he completely shut my family out. Every single one of them. He blocked them on the phone. He blocked them on social media. My whole entire family was cut out of his life. My mom, my stepmom, my children, my grandchildren, everyone. Like, he was a part of our lives. Like, it just blows my mind. I can't even begin to try to figure any of this out. But when I look at the big picture, honestly, it's better this way. Like, if I knew that he was still hanging out with my kids or going to visit my grandkids, that would be hard for me for sure. So I think it was actually a smart move. I feel like him just 100% being out of our lives was the best thing ever. And at the time I was like, how could you do this? Like, it just seemed evil to me. But now when I look at the whole thing, it was the best thing that could have happened. If he's going to end our marriage, then really you're ending your relationship with my whole entire family. This is from Lisa. My questions are already asked, so I guess, have you seen your ex with anyone since, and how does it make you feel? No, I don't live in that state anymore. He's in another state than me, so I moved here to be with my family. So I haven't like physically ran into him with anyone. So I really don't know how that would make me feel. I'm sure it would be strange, but I have so moved on from that and just accepted what happened that honestly, I hope he's happy, and whatever is going on in his life, I don't even concern myself with. This is from Teresa Michelle. This is a long question, so I'm going to answer each question as I read them. Okay. Thank you for continuing to share your journey. Your videos are uplifting and inspiring. Thank you, Teresa. What has been the most challenging thing you've experienced over the last year? It's all been challenging. I really can't think of any one thing that stands out that's been the most challenging. What do you do, if anything, to take care of your emotional and mental health? When you're feeling down, what helps to lift your spirits? Doing what makes me happy. This makes me happy. Doing videos for you guys makes me happy. I know that I'm helping you. I hear all of your amazing comments, and that just fills my soul. Like, I know that's why I'm here. I know that's why all of this has happened in my life to push me in this direction. I feel like the reason that I open up on camera like this to you guys is it's the only way that I can find good out of the hard things that happen in my life. It's just like my way of turning something really bad and painful into something good. And I feel like we all have that inside of us, that no matter what happens in your life, whether it's something physical that you have no control of, or somebody leaves your life. And I just actually heard this on Joel Osteen, and it was amazing. It just really resonated with me that if you get sick or you have health issues or something's wrong physically, you have no control over it. But the real test is, can you say, yes, I have all of these physical issues. Like, I have a lot of physical issues that I have to deal with, but I don't let it get me down. I don't let it affect how I feel about life and my positivity, and feel excited about what I can do in life. Like, I am not going to let that get me down ever. Then it's like, after my ex-husband left, it was like, yes, feel it, grieve, move forward, figure out what this is trying to tell you. Like, how can you turn something bad into something good? How can you learn from it? How can you help other people from it? All of us have that inside of us, and we all have a way to grow and a way to help other people, no matter what way it is. It's whatever you're passionate about is what's going to guide you to what you're supposed to be doing, or things are going to keep happening negative and negative. Like, my analogy is that you get hit with pebbles, and then you get hit with a rock, and then you get hit with a boulder. If you're not listening, things are going to keep happening over and over and over until you listen and you get it, and you start changing the way that you're thinking and start changing what you're doing. How are your kids and grandkids coping a year post breakup? Actually, we rarely talk about it, so it's not part of our conversations. Did you ever end up getting a car? Do you now have transportation? In one of your last updates, you mentioned that you were dating. Oh wait, we're going ahead here. Car, yes. I actually gave my daughter money to go buy a car that she wanted, and I took back my old little car. So yeah, I have wheels to get where I need to go. Are you still dating, and have you made any good connections? Like I said, yes, I've met some great guys, but no love connection yet. Did you keep your ring? And if so, what do you think you will do with it? That's a funny question, because I actually lost my ring in the move. And was it fate? Was that supposed to happen? Probably. It's just gone. I have no idea where it is, but that's fine with me. This is from Angela. What do you do to stop thinking about him if it bothers you to think about him? Literally, I just don't think about him. I just think about something else. I just keep myself busy. I just realize that like any thoughts that I have about him or what happened is just wasting time. And just like I said, the only person it's going to upset is yourself. This is from Tony. Do you think you will ever remarry? You're beautiful. Thank you. Whoever the right one is, he will be eternally lucky. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I would. I believe in love and I believe in marriage and I believe that there is someone out there for me that I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with. I do believe that. This is from Pamela. I know after something this hurtful happens to us and time has gone by, we go about our days feeling better about it, and then out of nowhere it just hits us in the gut and we have to just breathe or cry or whatever we can do until we get ourselves together again. Since it has been a year, how often do you get that feeling from the gut, from out of nowhere compared to a year ago? Note, you have always been beautiful, but truthfully to me, you are more beautiful now than a year ago. Oh my gosh, thank you, Pamela. That is so sweet. That gut feeling was more in the beginning, and now like that doesn't even happen anymore. Once in a while, I'll think about, wow, I can't believe that I'm not married to the guy I thought was my soulmate anymore. But then I'm like, okay, that just wasn't supposed to happen, and I think ahead and I'm just like think about all the amazing things that are now happening in my life. This is from Brittany. I totally see J-Lo in this pic. Thank you. My question is, what's the biggest thing you learned about yourself after the betrayal? Biggest thing I learned about myself is how strong I am and how resilient I am and determined to be happy and to keep working on myself and to be the best version of me that I can be, and just to always stay positive. This is from Patrice. I just want to see that you meet someone who you consider more your soulmate, that everything that you've been through is worth it. That's what happened to me. All the pain that I've been through, it's so worth it because I found the one that was because I found the one I was meant to be with. I have never been happier, and I will never go back or change the pain that I went through if it meant the timing would be different from meeting my guy, my best friend now. Oh, thank you, Patrice. I'm like such a romantic, and congratulations. That is beautiful. That gives us all hope that I've never given up, that there is someone out there for all of us. This is from Patricia. I've watched you cry, laugh, get overwhelmed, adjust, and heal. As a mom, we always learn to adapt to anything thrown our way. You have gone through this time beautifully and gracefully. My only question is, how many times did your children want to go beat the crap out of your ex? As a mom, we will always protect our children no matter how old they get, but our children learn that behavior and will want to do the same for mom. Yeah, like I told you what happened, like they were super close, they were all super close, and then my ex-husband just basically threw them away, like he threw me away. And none of us did anything to deserve how he treated the whole situation, but I'm not an angry person and neither is my family, so no. I mean, other than jokingly, like we've never felt that way. This is from the British Baker 101. You look like Jennifer Lopez. Oh my gosh, you guys keep saying that since I have the brown hair, but thank you, she is gorge. Question, how has your dating gone since your divorce? Already answered this. Met some amazing guys, but no real love connection that I feel like I have found my forever soulmate yet. This is from Josiah's biggest fan. Did the breakup cause financial hardship that's something that often keeps many people from walking away from a marriage. Ugh, so true, so true. I don't look at it like that, honestly. I feel like it's just pushing me harder to grow my business and to earn more money of my own. And I don't feel like any of this was a hardship. I feel like it was all a learning experience and it helped me grow. All of this has just helped me to be my best self. And I know that the harder that I work on being my best self, the less things that are going to be thrown at me in life to push me to figure it out. So the harder that I work, the more amazing things that start happening in my life. This is from Jessica Kimball 1. This happened to me right after you. You helped me do so much, I think she's trying to say. I'm so glad. That makes me so happy, Jessica. How do you let go of the why did he do this to me? My 16-year marriage ended and he just got in his RV with all the required paperwork and never returned, no explanation. I have no words for that. I see somebody always has it worse, right? Hang in there. I feel like just don't let your brain go there. It's really that simple. Do not think about it. Just believe that this happened to you to push you in a different direction, to force you to be your best self, and to force you to help other people through your own pain. And that is how we learn. That's how we grow. Like, that's how I finally realized what life is all about. It's just learning and growing and sharing what we've learned. That is life. It's just helping others who are suffering and haven't figured out how to ease their suffering yet. And just like what I'm doing right now. I'm not saying everyone should come on YouTube and share everything, all their painful stuff, but that's what it is for some people. I mean, that's my way of giving back and sharing and growing and helping you guys. And there's so many different ways. Just figure out what fills your soul and what makes you happy, and that will always help you not think about why or what could have been different. Just focus on the future and the now. This is from Sashaki33. What do you think this journey was all about? Was there a specific lesson learned for you, or confirmation, or for someone else? You look happy. Thank you so much. I am super happy. And yes, I pretty much answered this conversation. This journey was all about growing and being my best self and pushing me to do things that scare me and that are hard for me, and to grow and learn and give back even more. If all of these things didn't happen in my life, I'd have nothing to share with you guys. I wouldn't be able to help you. So I believe that things happen for a reason. These things happen to me specifically because you're always strong enough to deal with what is thrown at you, right? We all know that. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. You're never given things that you can't handle. Even though it's hard and you don't want to go through them, we can. So I feel like sharing this with you guys just makes me feel so empowered and so much better that I'm helping you guys and I'm sharing. And you know what? It makes me accountable, because if I'm turning on my camera and telling you guys how I'm staying positive, I have to stay positive. I'm not going to turn on the camera again and not truly be positive, behind the scenes just being sad or miserable. No, it makes me you have so many people out there right now counting on you to move forward and to share how you're doing it. That thank you guys, because you're helping me more than I'm helping you, I promise you. This is from Irene Poodle. I thought you were J-Lo for a minute. Wow. So everyone that doesn't know what they're talking about, all of these questions came from my other social media, my Facebook and my Instagram page, which if you want to follow me, if you're not, it's Beauty 101 by Lisa. So I posted a picture with a question to ask me all of these questions. So that's what they're referring to, as a picture that I posted on Facebook and Instagram. Question, do you miss your ex? Hugs and kisses, Lori K. Not even taking off the glasses for that one, guys. Nope. So honestly, it's like, I thought that we had the most amazing connection, but once someone does something like that to you and betrays you and completely turns into another person, it's very easy not to miss them anymore and not to care and just not think about them. So my answer is no. I do not miss him after what he did to me. This is from Percy Fanny. What things did you do to get through your toughest days? What things did you do when you felt like you were going to have a breakdown? How did you help yourself? I saw your video and I cried. I'm assuming she's talking about one of my first divorce videos when I was going through a really hard time. Then I kept watching some more other videos because I ended my 10-year relationship and wanted to see how you did it and to cope myself in being strong. I ended up being added to a friend's women's empowerment group, which really helped me a lot, and it's called at Valerie's Women Empowerment Group. Awesome, check it out, you guys. I will check it out for sure. And I'm still in it, and you are welcome to join for extra support. Lisa, you are a true inspiration. Thank you for sharing your stories. You helped me a lot as well. Thank you so much. So on the days that I was having my lowest days and felt like having a breakdown, I would break down, literally. Like I said, if there were days that I just cried all day or had the covers over my head or whatever, it's okay. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to break down. You have to get that out. But I quickly would get myself back to a positive space and keep moving forward. That is the most important part, is don't stay stuck in that pain. Just keep moving forward. This is from Adele Sua. After your ex-husband, did you cry, and how did you overcome all the pain of him leaving all the years of being together? Did I cry? Did I cry? I don't think I stopped crying for a week. Like, I didn't eat. I didn't get out of bed. I literally just sobbed and sobbed and sobbed and did not understand it. So yes, I cried. And to get over it, like I said, I just believed that there was a reason. Like, after I asked him, can we go to counseling? Can we work on this? I was like looking up different things that we could do, like this online thing to help people that their marriages were falling apart. He wanted to have nothing to do with our marriage. He was already checked out, like it was over. That is when I'm like, okay, I'm going to make the best of this. I'm going to do something positive about it. And that's when I decided to turn on my camera. And it's so funny because any of you that watched my first video, my husband is divorcing me, there were so many comments where people were like, oh, you're a good actress, you're faking it, there's no tears. It's like, I am not going to leave the camera on while I'm crying my eyes out. So through the video, I was like holding back the tears. Like, I had tears were right on the verge the whole entire time. And then I would start bawling, but I'm clipping that out of the video. I'm not going to leave myself sobbing and crying throughout the video, you guys. So I just thought that was funny. But yes, I cried. I did a lot of crying, and that's healthy and healing, and you just keep moving forward. This is from Sandy 456. You have such a good relationship with your kids and grandkids. I'm interested to hear what kind of relationship your ex has with them. Like I said, he cut them off. There's zero relationship at all. This is from MC Morin 11. Gorgeous as usual. Thank you. Looking back on your courtship and marriage to your ex, were there any warning signs that you overlooked because you were caught up in the thrill of being in love and in wanting a relationship for the long haul? I know you said no right after the relationship ended, but you've had a year to mull over it. Thank you, Lisa. Honestly, you guys, no, there was nothing. We had a really great relationship, and all of our conversations, we understood each other. We were on the same wavelength. I think maybe looking back in hindsight, I feel like everything that I was talking about, it seemed like it was almost too good to be true that he got it all. Like, he understood it all. We were so just like in sync. And I did initially feel like this is too good to be true, but then it like he started proving to me that it wasn't too good to be true. And I truly believe that we truly did have that amazing connection. I don't know, you guys, like, were some of the things that he said BS? Maybe, probably, I don't know. But all I know is that the time that we did spend together, I would not have changed it for anything. I honestly can't think of anyone in this world or any way that I would have wanted him to be while I was going through all of those hard times in my life. When he met me, I was going through a lot of physical issues, like right from the beginning before we even met. So it was no surprise to him. Like, he already knew that I had physical issues. He was super supportive. He was trying to help me. He was there for me. Like I said, he was there for my grandkids being born. He was there for my dad passing away when we were all there in the room when he passed, and he was just amazing and supportive. So no, honestly, I didn't see any warning signs, but I truly believe that he was in my life only for that short time, because that's the way it was supposed to be. And now I'm supposed to move forward and do bigger things in life. If I could go back, would I have wanted to stay with my ex-husband forever, or even my first husband? Absolutely. Like, marriage is not like a temporary thing to me. That's a commitment. That is something super important to me. And I didn't want either one of my marriages to end, but sometimes they're only in your life for that short period of time so that you can learn and grow and keep moving forward. This is from Nanuzmi. You look amazing, Lisa. Silver, brunette, blonde, it doesn't matter what you do. You are a stunning lady inside and out. Oh my gosh, thank you. There is a saying that people come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So what I was just saying, do you think your ex was in your life for a reason? And in hindsight, what do you think that reason is? Thank you for being a constant inspiration. Well, I just answered that question before I read your question. This is from Armstrongster. Hello, lovely Lisa. Hi. What have been your biggest achievements and celebrations in this passing year? Love, E. Achievements and celebrations, just every step of the way, just doing it and not falling apart, just pushing myself to do things that are hard. It's really been an amazing year. I just feel like the whole journey in general has been an achievement for me to get through. And what do I celebrate? I celebrate being near my family again and spending so much time with them. This whole year has just been such a growing experience. This is from Kara. Have you heard anything about what's going on with your ex-husband? All I know is that he was in a relationship, like a Facebook public, I'm in love relationship for a couple months, and then that ended, and then he got into another relationship. I have no idea if that relationship is still going or if he moved on to the next one. So no, I have no idea what's going on. This is from Maria Angela 70. Did it turn out that there was another woman? Are you over him? I hope you find someone who appreciates you. Thank you. Like I said, I have no idea if it was another woman or not. And yes, I'm very over him. This is from Nasrus. I was wondering if your chronic illness and restricted diet contributed to his leaving. You weren't as much fun as you were during the honeymoon stage of your relationship. I know it sounds shallow, but maybe. I do deal with some health issues, and he was fully aware of that from day one. And so there was nothing different than the first day that we met with any of that. And I'd say that I'm pretty fun no matter what's going on in my life. This is from Alicia. Are you happier now? How long did it take from the time that you found out he wanted to end it until you finally started feeling at peace and that everything would be okay? By the way, you look amazing. Thank you. Yes, I am so much happier now. I would say from the time that I first found out that he wanted a divorce until I felt better was when I moved into my new apartment and got everything set up, and I was just like, I did it, I made it. Yes, I'm going to be okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, there are so many more questions. I'm gonna have to wrap it up here or this video is gonna be like hours long. But thank you all so much for your questions. Hopefully I answered everything that you wanted to know. If you have any more questions, you can just put them down in the comments below and I will answer. I'll type in and answer your questions. If any of you are going through a hard time in your life with anything in your life, just know that it's going to get better. Just know that it's pushing you in the direction to change your life and you can do it. Again, I will link a bunch of my favorite books below in the description box if you want to do that. Look for any kind of positive podcasts or videos or anything that is just going to keep your brain in that positive state. And just do one small thing every day. If that's all you can do, that's okay. Means you're moving forward. Just one small positive thing a day and you're doing great. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for your support and we can do this. Bye.